Good morning, Rocky Creek family. So we've had disaster strike on the homestead. We lost a bunch of our baby chickens. Let me show you what happened, and I'll try to explain what's happened and to what extent we've lost. So we didn't lose them all. You can see those two are still running around. Mama still has her two. We had 8, and now we only have 4, and I have 1 that I'm not sure is gonna make it. So as you can see, these 2 just have like puncture wounds to where it killed them, but then this one, as you can see, something actually tore it up and ate it. So I'm gonna get those disposed of real quick, and then let me finish explaining to you of exactly how this happened and what I should have done. So these 2 right here are the only 2 that didn't get hurt at all during whatever attack occurred last night. And they were out this morning when I woke up. And that's what had me at first concerned, because I only saw the 2 of them. Those have been following us. Y'all know that we use these dog crates as kind of a brooder / kind of a way to introduce them to the flock. And I've never, ever had an issue with a predator getting a hold of them inside of these cages. I've never even had a sign of a predator trying to get a hold of them in these cages. They didn't get a hold of them in the cage again this time. This is what happened. I was a little late getting outside to close up the chickens last night. It was, probably about 9 o'clock or so, but it was already pretty much fully dark. That was the first day that the chicks had been out with the group, kind of just free ranging with everybody else. And I had assumed that since I had them in this crate for so long, that they would naturally just want to go right back into the crate at night. Well, that didn't happen. And I thought they would have done that because throughout the day, that's where they would be. Kind of, if some of the bigger chickens were messing with them, they would all kind of go there like that was their safety zone. Well, for some reason, in the middle of the night, that's not where they went. So when I came out at night to close up the chickens, I immediately noticed that they weren't there, and I looked all over this place for them. And I ended up finding them. They had actually gone in to that hole right there of the center block. I'm trying to talk. Can you be quiet? Thank you. They had actually gone inside that hole, and I could see probably about right here. I could see them all huddled together, and I could see their feathers. Well, this coop is extremely heavy. And when I tried to reach in to get them, because I was going to try to put them in their crate, they wanted to go further back into underneath the coop. So I made a decision. It's pitch dark. This thing is super heavy. I'd have had to got my wife out here to help me out and trying to lift it up and reach underneath, which is hard to do. I just thought, hey, I'm going to leave them there for the night. It's going to be too hard to get them out now, and I'm just going to hope for the best. Well, clearly, that was the wrong decision. So when I came out this morning, like I said, I saw the 2 and I became concerned. Well, then I felt alleviated because when I came to this back corner, I could see one of their feathers right there sticking out. And when I touched it, it moved. So I thought to myself, we got some rain last night. Maybe they migrated from up there to up underneath the actual structure itself to stay dry. Well, but I noticed they were making no effort to get out. So that's when I became more concerned. So I went ahead and got a bar, some wood, and I started propping it up. And that's when I realized what had happened. The one that I saw that was moving, it's got a leg that's pretty injured, pretty bad. I've got it isolated. I'll show you here in a minute. I'm going to try to get that one to recover. But then the rest that I found was what you saw. Now, I don't know what kind of predator got them. Could have been a skunk, could have been a raccoon, could have been a possum, could have been a number of things. I don't know what it was. I have no idea to know what it was, and I'm not going to know. My biggest concern now, though, is that once a predator knows it has food somewhere, it's more likely going to come back again. So I have to make it a point this afternoon, well before dark. I need to account for all those baby chicks. And if they don't go inside the big coop on their own, I'm going to have to force them into this crate earlier in the day, because that's too much invested. It's just very disappointing and very disheartening. and it'd have been extremely hard for us to have gotten them last night in the pitch dark. But of course, like anything, you're second guessing yourself, Monday night quarterbacking, and thinking we should have at least tried. It just goes to show you guys the biggest reason why I'm making this video, to explain to you what's happened. It literally only takes one night of you not doing something to create this kind of a problem. Never had a predator get a chicken in my life of owning chickens. Never. That's 5 years of raising chickens. Never lost one to a predator. Took one night and I lost 3 chickens, and one maybe that I might lose in the near future due to its injury. So guys, don't overlook it one night. Try to do the best you can and stay on top of it so you don't end up with what like I did. Madison's still asleep. I know she's probably not going to be very happy. She's going to be pretty disappointed when I tell her, you know, because she just loves these chickens, especially these baby chicks. She's even been naming them, so it's not going to be a fun experience. So let me go show you the injured one and give you an update on that one. All right, so we're here in the garage. I moved him into here to try to recover, but you can see it's pretty bad shape, and it's got a leg that's pretty injured. I'll see if I can get a spot where you can see it. So it was hard for me to tell what was actually wrong with him, but I could tell it was dragging its leg. And so that's how I could tell there was definitely an injury. I thought it was a wing at first. Stop, buddy. I don't want you to hurt yourself. Stop. But I don't know if you can see down in there, but it's pretty raw down in that spot right there. And so that's clearly where the injury's coming from. It can move it, but I'm guessing it's just hurt. So I've got it sitting here near its food and water. So if it decides it needs some, it can access it. Now, I've never had to use it, but a lot of people swear by the antibacterial spray stuff called Blue Coat. I do think I'm gonna go to my farm store today and I'm gonna get some of that. I'm gonna try it for the first time. You can definitely see where it got through its layer of skin, and there's some exposed, you know, I guess muscle tissue maybe. I'm not sure what to really call it. You know, I do take my larger animals to vets. Unfortunately, you know, a chick like that, I'm probably not gonna, well, number one, we don't have bird vets in our area. Closest one would be pretty far away, and really it's just not something that we're gonna do. So I'm gonna try to do everything I can for it while it's here on our homestead. I'm gonna go get the Blue Coat. We're gonna try that. I'm gonna get some probiotics and some apple cider vinegar in that water. And I'm thinking if we can get this chicken to pull through like the next day or two, I'll feel pretty good about it making it. So we'll do the best we can with it, and we'll see where it goes from there. But we'll update you on how the healing goes, or how the process may go. But once again, I didn't plan to film today, but I woke up this morning, literally just went to feed everybody, found all this stuff, kind of got myself together, tried to address the situation, and then I wanted to share it with you all, so in hopes that you don't make the same mistake as I did. Like I said, first night I didn't secure them. First night I didn't get out there in time, and they roosted somewhere where they weren't supposed to roost. And the first night ever, first time I've ever lost chickens to predators, all happens in one night. So guys, I hope you're able to learn something from this. You know, we just appreciate your support. You know, appreciate any encouragement you can provide us to try to deal with this little hurdle. You know, I'm more worried about Madison. She'll be fine, she's resilient, but she loves her chickens. So I know she's not gonna at all probably be very happy when I tell her when she wakes up about what's happened. But you know, we'll try to do the best we can with it. So guys, y'all be good. We appreciate you. And like always, we'll see you here real soon on the next video. Y'all be good.